Please purchase a personal license to remove this message. Easy, John, Jack said, his voice too high, too thin for the space. His palms came up, half surrender, half plea. Sweat gleamed at his temples, catching the low light like cheap varnish. Let us not do something that can't be undone later. John didn't move the gun. A muscle ticked once, high in his jaw. I ain't doing a thing, Jack, he said, his comma flat, dry plain. This all depends on you. You tell me the truth, and you might just live to see morning. But if I get the feelin' you're lying even a little, I'm gonna put a few pieces of lead in you. So let us start simple. The silence that followed was a physical weight. The bugs flew in peace. John's eyes, chips of desert flint, hardened. What do you know about the preacher? Jack swallowed, the sound loud in the quiet. His Adam's apple bobbed like a cork in a rough sea. I'll tell you everything, John. I swear it on my mother's life, and may the white devil may take her if I lie to you. Just could you lower the weapon? A weak, theatrical smile flickered. It'd make me feel a whole lot more comfortable. No. The word was a door slamming. Gun stays. You seem real comfortable telling half-truth to folks. Figured it was my turn to be comfortable. Jack's shoulders slumped, the performance of a defeated man. He let out a shaky breath that fluttered the lantern flame. All right. All right. As you wish. He licked his lips, buying a second, his eyes darting from the gun to John's impassive face and back. As I told you before, I work for the Chinese consulate in San Francisco. I remember, John said, tone devoid of interest. What about it? The reason I'm here, it's semi-official business. Jack's words started to pick up speed, tumbling out on a current of nervous energy. Complicated business. Delicate. Crack, the gunshot was a thunderclap in the confined space. John's arm hadn't seemed to move. 1 second the Colt was level, the next it had jerked and roared. The bullet tore into the hard-packed dirt soil precisely between Jack's booted feet. Dust, and the sharp smell of cordite exploded upward. Jack yelped a short, sharp, utterly undignified sound and leaped backward onto his ass as if the ground had turned to lava. He crashed into a tree, clutching his chest, his breath coming in ragged gasps. John's arm had already returned to its previous position, the smoking barrel steady. His gaze never left Jack's terror-widened eyes. Make it uncomplicated, John said, his voice unchanged, even. I'm a simple man. I like simple stories. Jack was shaking now, full-body tremors that made his teeth chatter. He stared at the fresh, blackened hole between his feet. That was where his life had been a moment ago. Oh, okay. Okay. The words were phlegmy. He wiped his mouth with a trembling sleeve. My superior's wife, she went mad. Fever, they say. Took their only child, a girl of 4, and just ran. Vanished. We tracked her. Turns out she fled straight into the arms of the preacher. To his compound. John didn't blink. He was a statue, absorbing. I was sent to retrieve the girl. Discreetly. The wife was. Jack searched for the word, his eyes frantic. Optional. A liability. They offered me $2,000 to bring the child back. Alive. John tilted his head a fraction, a predator listening to the wind. I'm still listenin'. The floodgates opened. Jack rushed on, the story spilling out as if the bullet had punctured a reservoir of panic. I came here alone at first. Thought it'd be easy. Pay a visit, state my official business. It wasn't the place, it's a fortress. Timber walls twice the height of a man. Guard towers. Armed men everywhere, not just pistols, John. Rifles. Shotguns and even a cannon up there. They've got the look. The flat, dead-eye look. Always watchin'. Always ready to kill, he dragged a sleeve across his sweaty forehead. The preacher's been tellin' his followers the world's endin'. Says the date's been revealed to him. A week from now. Says only the faithful in his compound will see heaven if they stay pure, stay loyal. Says when the trumpet sounds, they gotta drink a sacred draught, leave their sinful bodies behind, ascend into. Jack waved a hand, searching for the absurd phrase, vessels made of holy light. Crazy, if you ask me. John's jaw tightened, a slight ripple under the skin. His knuckles on the cold grip were white. I tried goin' to the local law, Jack continued, his voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. Tried real hard. But our old friend Station Master Epstein shut it down. Told me the preacher's flock were free citizens, entitled to their beliefs, and if any Chinaman tried anything then people disappear all the time in the woods. He leaned forward, emphasizing the point. His was quite clear, John. About the woods part. John exhaled slowly, a long, controlled stream of air through his nose. The lantern flame bent toward him. So that's why you came to me in my hour of need. Jack nodded frantically, a man clinging to a raft. I had a feeling following Epstein would do me some good. John studied him. The silence stretched, filled only with Jack's panting and the pop of the lantern. He was measuring the man's terror against the shape of his story, holding them both in the balance of his mind. You got proof of all this, Pilgrim? John asked, the word pilgrim a deliberate, demeaning barb. Jack nodded eagerly. Yes. Yes, sir. In my saddlebags. Paperwork from the consulate. Sealed letters. A statement from a doctor in San Francisco about the wife's condition. A photo of the child. It's all there. You can see for yourself. John's gaze was impenetrable. So we're right back where we started, he said, a hint of grim irony in his gravel voice. Minus the good people of Palestine. A weak, desperate smile stretched Jack's lips. It looked like a wound. Seems that way. Another long pause. Jack fidgeted, the weight of the impending question almost worse than the gun. So what's your plan? He asked, his voice thin as paper. Hopin' it doesn't involve me dyin'. Slowly, with deliberate finality, John lowered the Colt. Not all the way. Just a few inches, so it pointed at Jack's belly instead of his heart. The shift was monumental. My plan, John said, is to get some sleep. Jack blinked, stupidly. Sleep? Yet. John reached behind the crate with his free hand and pulled out a coil of rough hemp rope. But first I'm gonna hog-tie you. Hope you don't mind. A choked, shaky laugh escaped Jack. It was half relief, half hysteria. No problem at all. Tie me up however you like. Secure as you need. Come mornin', when you see the papers, you'll see I told you the truth. Every word. John stepped forward, the rope in one hand, the Colt still loosely trained in the other. He loomed over Jack, who shrank back against the tree but offered his hands, wrists together, in a pathetic gesture of cooperation.